I had this giant island, and so I built a huge city on it in just 24 hours. But because of a time limit, I didn't get to add everything I wanted to, and so today I'm spending 24 more hours upgrading and expanding the city. We're even going to be adding an entire new resort island. Let's start the timer. Before I place any blocks, I'm going to need some help. This is my mini army of builders. It's not as many people as last time, but they're professional builders, paid to help out for the entire 24 hours. This city is bankrupting me, and right away they're already going around filling in the streets with more decorations. Before, the city felt really empty, but they're going to be adding in really exciting things, like trash cans, benches, parks, and even plazas to explore around every corner. We'll give them bigger projects later on, but for now I'll let them build bins in peace, as my friend Linard has just logged on. He's asked me if he can build a hotel, styled around the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. I'm obviously not gonna say no, but there's nowhere to fit it, and so I had my friend Freya build this huge expansion island. The hotel will be right in the middle, with a second airport on one end, and a water park, fun fair, and even a mini golf course on the other end. It will basically just be a giant vacation island, where you can get away from city life. In fact, I'm going to take 2 builders off of bin duty to get started on the island. Anasig can start on the water park, and November Noise can begin on the airport. We can check progress on all of that later on. I haven't actually placed any blocks yet, so I probably should. In the last video, lots of people pointed out that the city needs a McDonald's. So like any good city, let's knock down these trees and build it here. I want to go with a very standard modern design, which most McDonald's have nowadays. I used mostly glass and deep slate for the walls, but also added in some wooden panels and a rectangular red pillar, which the iconic golden M logo can go on. I actually added interior for once, keeping it really simplistic like the outside. I went all out, even adding in a broken ice cream machine. And while I built everything, my friend Victor did what he's best at. He just stood there watching me, while placing down some giant burgers in the air for some reason. And as it's connected to a main highway, I decided to also add in a drive-thru. This makes a lot of sense, considering there'd be really high.
I think that to make it more realistic, you should need a McDonald's on every road.
Okay, well first of all, I need to finish building this McDonald's. Let's just fence it off and add back in a couple of trees in this empty space. I'd say that's a pretty good McDonald's. But now, just for Victor, let's build some more. I want each to have a unique design, inspired by a real location. We have a nostalgic McDonald's, a city McDonald's, and even a giant McDonald's, which is absolutely huge, but also really cool. But with more McDonald's on this map, I also want to add my favorite food place. Not a Trader Joe's, as we'll build that later, but a Starbucks. I really love coffee. In fact, I'm probably going to drink at least 1 liter of coffee to finish this video. Like with the McDonald's, there's a really clean interior. But my favorite place to drink my coffee would be on these sun lounges outside, on the beach, exclusively for Starbucks customers. On the topic of interiors though, some locations from the last video have also been given interiors, including the Walmart, the school, and my favorite, the Nando's. This was actually done in between the 2 videos, so it's not part of this 24-hour challenge, but I wanted to show it off. Having the updated World download was part of one of the packages for the paid World downloads before, where all proceeds went to charity. Because of you, we managed to raise $800 for shelter, but I also donated $1,200 from the video revenue to make it $2,000 donated total. Thank you all so much for making that possible. We're actually doing really well on time, and another friend of mine, Squeaky Juice, has just logged on to help out. Hey Squeaky.
Hey.
So I was thinking, if you delete the trees, maybe a giant mall could go here. It would need to be something huge with tons of shops inside.
Sure, I can do that. This is going to be the best mall you ever saw.
While Squeaky begins on the mall, wow, he's going quick. Okay, back on track. While Squeaky begins on the mall, I want to build the most requested thing from the comments. When Feather built the hospital and fire station last time, I don't know why it didn't remind me that we'd need a police station. So I'm going to just build it on the land behind them. It's probably not smart to have all of your emergency services in one area, but I'm not smart, so that's fine. I want it to be quite a big building, as the city would have a pretty large population based on the size of it. I'm just going to keep it very simple looking and realistic, with this brick palette. The more boring that it looks, the better, so that people try to avoid ending up here. Let's add in some glass roofs to let in natural light, and we'll probably need a police helicopter to put up here. Beautiful. And now let's work on creating a large car park, which I want to fully fence off. We can add in a small road here to connect the car park to the main road, and for pedestrians we can add a small pathway too. Let's paste in some police cars to fill this area, and we can also put some on the roads now, spread out all around the city, helping to keep it under control. Another mode of transport that I want to add is an underground train system. While I was building the city, I was originally going to add in an overground train system, but I didn't leave enough room for it, so I just scrapped it and turned it into a car park. But having it be underground should help fix the space issue. Just like real life, it's going to be really grotty. We can start with a ticket area where you have to buy a pass or scan your card to get through. Leading on, you can take the staircase down and follow the path kind of like an underground maze. This will lead you to the main boarding area. There's train tracks on each side of the platform, one going northbound and the other southbound. It looks so dangerous down here. It's perfect. I've added multiple stations which are all connected by the train, each in an important area. There's a downtown station, a stadium station, a main city station, and a new dock station. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about this. During all of this, a couple of the builders have been working hard on a new dock area. This is going to be where people go to board the cruise ship, so they can go on holiday to the resort and just around the island. This area looks insanely good. I really love it. And over here on the other end of the island, the cruise ship is being made. I have a second channel named Odyssey Builds, and we basically just build a ton of landmarks, movie locations, and other cool stuff. One of our builders, Arcady, recently built the Titanic for one of our shorts, and it looked so cool that I thought I'd invite him to come and build a cruise ship. We'll check back on it later, but hopefully this one doesn't sink. We should probably also check up on how the resort is going. Okay, this is actually coming along really well. The water park looks so luxurious. I really wish it was real. Anasig has done such a great job with it. I can't wait to see it once it's finished. Linard's hotel is looking really good too, and very similar to the Atlantis hotel like he planned. I really love it. The airport is so much bigger than I realized it would be though. A couple of builders are working on it now. It works so nicely though as a giant tourist hub. And as it's right next to the other airport, planes can just pick which island they want to land on as they're touching down. You know that it's a big build when there's two different airports. I am starting to get very worried about time though. We might need to get more builders to help on the resort island soon. But for now, let's go check out how Squeaky Juice is doing with the mall. This is looking really impressive. He's been working really quick. Squeaky, this is looking awesome.
Thank you. I'm really worried about time though. I still need to make a car park.
But the actual mall part seems done though. How's the inside looking?
Let me show you.
Okay. Wow, this is crazy.
I didn't have time to make the stores, but I did make a cheesecake factory.
I guess if you do the car park, I'll try to get the stores sorted.
Sounds good. I went back to work.
I don't know why I agreed to do the stores, as I really don't have time right now. I've put a message in my Discord to see if any viewers are willing to help out though. And it seemed to work. I've collected a bunch of people to make one store each, including subscribers and a couple of other content creators. Alright, you're good to go.
Oh man, this mall is going to be so cool to build in. This is awesome. 3 layers. We got people on all 3 layers. I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
I'm actually going to make the world's biggest vegetable store, but do they even have vegetable stores? It's perfect.
Okay, I really have no idea what to build because I'm an awful builder. Actually, I have something in mind. I could build a FlaMango store because they are the best in the world, of course. Unfortunately, I don't have time to watch. I need to get back to building as we're running out of time.
I've got something really cool to show you though. Earlier today, I actually reached out to a professional organics builder and asked them to build some statues for the city. The first is this really cool golden mango statue. I was going to build a statue here in the first video, but just didn't have time. The next statue is much bigger though. It's called the Mango of Liberty. We need somewhere to place it though before I can show it to you, and so I've asked a few of the builders to quickly build an island it can go on. Definitely not inspired by the Statue of Liberty. Hopefully we can place the statue down later. There are so many more decorations around the city though since I last checked. Like this whole beachfront has been transformed to look so much more realistic. And look over here, this plaza near the big wheel has like a temporary fair set up on it, with a carousel and food stalls. Areas like this just make it feel so much more realistic. The builders must have spent ages on this. I mean, just look how much cooler the main bridge looks now too. It's like a parade's taking place over here. This doesn't even seem to be the only bridge anymore, as it looks like a couple of new ones are being built to help prevent traffic. Even the infrastructure of the city is being upgraded. We have a pretty huge issue right now. Linard's computer seems to have died because of a heatwave, which is not ideal. I'm assuming that he's not coming back, so I'm going to try and get the hotel done for him. I was originally going to build a huge prison right now. I even got an island made for it right next to the resort island, but I think it's more important to finish parts that have been started rather than to start something new. Building in other people's style is really difficult, especially under so much pressure with the time limit. I'm really panicking right now, as this was not part of the plan. I really hope that the mall's at least going well.
I'm kind of just building things. This is hilarious to me. I think the word Feech. I think the name Fetch for a store is hilarious.
Hopefully Mr. Beast sees this and sends me some free festivals. That would be great, to be honest. I really hope that Jimmy doesn't come and shut this down for copyright infringement.
Beautiful. And it's over. I hope this is Mango's favorite store.
Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about my store. I did want to take a quick fly around and see what everybody is up to. Very similar design. I like the roof here. What is this? I'm so confused, but I love it. What is this little honey shop? This is cute. I take my wife on a date here. Very nice. And so many other people have finished up their stores as well. And now, I'm gonna go tell Mango. Where is he? Aha! I found Mango over here working on something absolutely crazy.
Hey.
And hey, I wanted to tell him that the mall is done.
Nice, I'll come check it out now. Thanks, Feather. I'm so excited to check out these stores. Why is there a giant Feastables store? I bet Freya made this. All of these stores look insane though. Every single one seems to have a completely unique theme. Someone even made a mechanics. I love it so much. Oh my, this is the most genius design I've ever seen for a shoe store. There's even a grandma's bakery. This is the best mall ever. Never mind, this mall is cursed. I genuinely didn't expect for everyone to put this much time and effort into this. I'm blown away. My day keeps getting better and better though, as Linard just came back online. I guess he's managed to fix his computer. I am so relieved right now. I don't want him to see the mess that I made of his build, so I'm just gonna quickly reset it back to how it was before he crashed. And now he'll never know. This means that I can now go and build the prison. As I mentioned before, the prison is on its own island for maximum security, just like Alcatraz. That being said, this prison is a lot bigger, as I wanted to pretty much fill the island that it's on. I realized quite quickly that building a prison is surprisingly similar to building a school, as I just built a couple of rectangular structures and connected them all with hallways. I used so many iron bars and trapdoors to make it look really protected and high security. Most of the windows here are double thick. Let's finish by adding in some watchtowers, as well as some parking and planters. And then finally some prison buses and terraforming to finish the island. At the end of the road behind the facility, let's even add in a small dock which is used to transport prisoners off and on the island. But with the prison done, things are really starting to finish up. Arcades finished building the giant cruise ship, which still hasn't sunk. The Mango of Liberty has been put into place, towering over the city. And my friend Bubbaflubba built a casino. He actually logged on a few hours ago to check the city out, as he's an expert with building cities. He suggested adding a casino, so I let him find a spot to build one. He decided to build it on this empty spot of land in the West City. I think this might be one of my favorite buildings in the city now. It looks so realistic and fits in really well. The giant playing card on the side of the building is definitely my favorite part, as well as the fact that there's now somewhere to go to throw away all of your money. We should probably check how Squeaky's doing with the car park. Squeaky, are you still alive?
I'm done. Finally. Do you like it?
It looks great, but it might be a tiny bit small.
Follow me. So this is the underpass.
It's so eerie down here, it's like something out of a horror film.
And it takes you out here in another car park. This one is much bigger.
This is like a giant underground maze. How do you get out?
You can get out over here. Do you like it?
Yeah, you did a really good job. Thank you so much.
I'm glad. I'm going to sleep now. Bye.
Well, that means that we've just got the resort left. With about 2.5 hours remaining, let's go check it out. The airport seems completely finished, and Linard is just going around adding final touches to the Grand Hotel. I'm really glad he came back, as he's doing a much better job than I was. I'm really worried about this side of the island though. The fun fair has only just been started, and as cool as it looks, the water park is still being finished up. The only way that this island is getting done in time is if I help out. So I need to stop wasting time, testing the slides, and start building. I think the mini golf course will really help to cover land, so let's build it over here. This isn't going to be a huge course, it will probably only have about 5 or 6 holes. This is the kind of mini golf that would get thrown in for free if you buy tickets to the water park or the fun fair. It doesn't need to be anything too special. I'm going to loosely theme it around the water park though, adding a mini temple that you can hit the ball through to one of the holes and adding a tropical hut to another. We can even use rocks as obstacles. I actually really like how this came together. We're so low on time now though. Let's quickly add some rocks and trees to the island, while also fixing up the sand around the edges to look a bit more natural. Filling builds in with trees instantly makes them look so much more complete. And now let's just start spamming down as many cars as we can all along the roads of the island. I just realized that I forgot the Trader Joe's. There's no way that I'm leaving it out, but I've only got 15 minutes left to build it. There's basically no room left to add new buildings now, but moving some things around should allow for it to fit in the Midtown area. I've called for every single builder who's still online to come and help me. This is going to be the quickest Trader Joe's ever built. There's even a McDonald's in the car park. Time's running so low. 3, 2, 1. This time yesterday, we had a pretty empty city, but now it's absolutely packed with new areas to explore. I'm still getting over how crazy the support was on my last video where we built this city. And so as a small thank you, I'm going to post the world download for free in my Discord the second this video drops. Seriously, thank you all so much. Please consider leaving a like and letting me know in the comments what to add to the city next. Also, name suggestions for the city would be great. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Goodbye.